For every product we sell, we know that somewhere in the world, someone is getting a fair share of their profits. So the operation itself is already quite meaningful. I think my family is very similar to many other families in Hong Kong. My parents are born in China and they come to mainland China when they're young. I myself come from a very poor family. My mother is taking care of us at home. My father is a tailor. Well, I still remember I was still in the secondary school. At that time, there was a famine in Ethiopia, and it's like millions of people is starving. And that's why the teacher is leading us to start a fundraising event. That's how I first started to learn a little bit more about, what's the problem of poverty, and feel that we can actually do something to change it. From that work, I actually learned a lot about how trade actually not helping the poor people. Say for example, farmers, they have just a small patch of land and producing some products. They are not able to negotiate the price with the people who buy the products. The price is a lot of time is being set in the future market or the stock market. Sometimes they even have to sell the products at a loss. I always wanted to try to bring fair trade more into Hong Kong. In essence, we pay a fair price to the producers, to the farmers, to buy their products, the raw materials, and then we make them into fair trade products. A pack of fair trade coffee, a pack of fair trade tea, some chocolate. Hopefully, the farmers, through fair trade, they can get back their cost of living and also a decent living standard. At the very beginning, I just get the money from my own pocket, from my own saving. And I also write an email to some friends and telling them that what I'm trying to do. And one of the friends, she said, okay, I will give you some initial startup money. I also get another donor who donate the first year's rent. When I started to operate Fair Taste full-time, I must say I'm learning everything from scratch. The investor asked me about what's your stock situation, what's the cash flow, what's the profit and loss, and all these new terms to me is like, what you're talking about? Well, because I don't know, I just ask. I've got a lots of mentors. I've got lots of people who give me advices. They also give me lots of encouragement saying that, well, when I first start our own business, we also face the same situation. It's not the end of the world, just fix it slowly. I think it is important for Fair Taste as a social enterprise to make profit. When there is a profit, we have to make sure that no less than 25% of the profit will go back to the producer. And then 50% of those will stay with the operation to make the operation bigger. And then not more than 25% of the profit will go back to the investor. I hope one day, I don't know how long, one day they will get back the investment. Well, I think to start a business, there are a few things that is very key. You got to be brave. You don't know what will happen, and you have to face it with courage. You are bound to face a lot of problems. It is just normal to face problems. So if you don't have the courage, and if you don't have the determination, you won't have the ability to continue. And the most important thing is you got to take risk. When there is risk, there is opportunity. Once you're going through these difficulties, you're bringing yourself into the next stage. And then you see you're on top of the valley and you see the sunrise again.